It looks like Sony is going to be dropping a brand new camera on March 26th. And in their marketing, they say, go small, shoot big. It's supposed to be, rumored, a full frame camera. So, Brandon, your thoughts? Is this the FX3 Mark II? Or is it something else?
It's weird because I feel like they say go small, which makes me feel like it's got to be smaller than an FX3. Because you don't say go small and then show the same camera you already have. But
do you think that they made the FX3 slightly smaller?
I think we could be looking at like their crash cam. What I honestly think it could be.
That sounds like something smaller than an FX6. Like in terms of form factor, but like we're thinking Komodo X, Lumix
I'm thinking
B.
smaller.
Really?
I'm thinking genuinely a box with a sensor that no one's probably really gonna buy, but that they can throw into their drone. I think this becomes like an interchangeable mounted GoPro. Is kind of what I'm leaning towards.
So what you're trying to say is they're going to give you something that we're not asking for,
yes,
when there's something that we've been asking for with the FX3 Mark II.
You know why? I genuinely think that they had plans at this point to release an A7 IV.
Yes, 5.
An A7 V, and they had everything ready to go for that. And then when the tariffs happened, they were like, well, can't release something. Oh, hey, new member. Andy, wait. Okay, I'm not really sure how it's doing this. It's celebrating memberships. Shout out. Celebrating their memberships. But I think for me, what it became was maybe it's like we can't release the camera we really want to release right now because of tariffs, and maybe it's not quite ready, whatever. But we have this slotted to release something. Let's go ahead and push out this cinema camera. It's not going to be a game changer, but it'll make some people happy.
It's going to keep their name and like being talked up.
It's going to keep us talking about them on the show for at least another week.
They'll have something at NAB probably.
This will be this is going to sound like hate.
When do you not sound like
No,
hate?
I'm just saying, I feel like this is going to be a one and done topic. It'll be released, we'll say something, and it'll be done.
You think that's it?
Yeah. I wonder with the A7 V if they tested the water and then realized the water was too hot.
Like it's not ready?
No, just you have the Z6 III.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The R6 III is going to be coming out soon. And I just wonder if they literally tested that $200 to $2,500 market and just realized that like
It's
too
many things happening right now.
We're not doing enough, or either that too much stuff's going to be released, or does it not compete with the Z6 III?
So Israel has a good point. Now this is what I'm thinking it is. He says it sounds like the camera they used for the Formula One movie, and I think they used in Top Gun 2.
Oh, that was expensive.
Yeah, I'm not saying this is.
They
this
did
is
like
in
the Venice. They used Venice.
They used the back piece of the Venice, but a lot of times what these camera companies will do is when a movie is coming out and they know they're using one of their other sensors, because I've known other camera brands to do this, they will test products that are technically not officially out. And because they're rigged crazy and they have NDAs and all this stuff on it, they can kind of test it in those places.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this was the main camera on any of those movies, but I think as a cinema camera goes, Sony has obviously been trying to take over the market in the cinema world. A few years ago, we got the Venice and the Venice 2. Then we got the Burano last year. Right before NAB last year, they released a cinema camera. I think it's time that they release sort of like their... It's not going to be an everyman's camera, but I think it's going to be a smaller, full-frame cinema camera that can be put into those weird places, because just like Red, they didn't want, they didn't want to have to use another camera to put into a weird spot on a film.
Mhm.
They just came out with a Komodo that could fill that gap. What I think will be interesting with this new Sony camera is if it comes out and it's super well-priced and it's super quality, will people like the KX try to take it and turn it into what it's not supposed to be?
An A-cam.
An A-cam, because the Komodo was never supposed to be an A-cam, but it was priced so well and it was so capable that people were like, I'll spend another $1,000, $2,000 on accessories and turn it into an A-cam. Most of us, I'm in that boat, took a crash cam, made it an A cam, and then that was my entry into the lineup. I wonder if that's what if Sony's not going to run into that same situation.
Here's the deal: weird cameras don't get purchased.
The Komodo was a weird camera.
No, it's a box camera. It's not weird. Evidence, okay? Because if you're relating it back to the Venice camera that had the little thing, ain't nobody buying that.
Yeah, but the Komodo had enough
Studios
reasons to not buy it.
But normal people, the DJI chicken cam, people don't buy weird cameras.
I disagree.
They need a form factor and a price that people are going to buy.
I think it's going to have to be a box. Like I said from the beginning, it's a GoPro, a little bit bigger than a GoPro.
I wish I could.
We
could put up this picture that they have.
I mean, you can airdrop it to me. I'll take it and put it up.
Okay. Because this picture just makes me feel like it's gonna be weird.
Maybe. That's what I think.
I feel like this is because of the Komodo X price drop. I feel like this is going to be somewhere in that line.
Ain't nobody hating. I'm just saying people don't like weird cameras.
Jarrell's always.
Tell us what you know, NDA.
Tell us what you know, NDA.
Seriously, drop the deets.
Mackie, you officially can't comment unless you're going to give us information.
Yeah, you got to officially. Oh, dang, that was quick.
Yeah, so that's the image that Jarrell is talking about. Y'all tell us. What do y'all think of that? What do y'all think that is?
Brandon's dyslexia is rubbing off on me. I do not know what that means.
What do you say?
Shaking my.
I think it's a small box cam.
Shaking my dumb head.
And that's actually something Sony doesn't have that would be.
No. If it is a box cam, I think it's great. I think if it's like that weird detachable, like the sensor.
Yeah.
As a cable to it, that's enough for people not to buy.
I don't think they have a reason to promote that.
Price.
And I was going to say, that's going to require so much more. I don't even think they got a reason to drop that at this point.
Yeah.
Like, that would be something that doesn't need a whole press release and like a tease.
Yeah.
They're teasing it for.
But it looks like that little cable, though. It does look like something detached. Like, that's not a monitor, right? It's not a power adapter, right?
I will say this, because I said this a few weeks ago, and I want to stay consistent with the way that I handle these brands and my topics. I said I am tired of cameras being the same. So if it is a weird camera, I just want to give Sony their praise for at least trying something different, because it's been I'm going to be honest. This is why I struggle picking cameras today. Because 9 times out of 10, bro, I just don't care. Most of the cameras are about the same. The images are all good. They're not like, it's what is the little change or difference that it's going to offer me? I know as somebody who doesn't edit, I talk a lot about Like and Red because it gives me all the room in post. That's because I'm a lazy filmmaker. You've been shooting with me for the last 2 days. How lazy am I?
Yeah, I mean that's why I shoot Red. I'm not going to cap.
I'm a lazy filmmaker.
Like everybo's like, bro, your colors look so great. Bro, the camera is doing all the work.
I shoot in standard, dog.
Like, y'all heard it.
I mean,
you heard it right from his lips.
I don't do
you
that.
You heard it right from his lips.
I shoot raw, but I'll slap on that red LUT all day. Like, I mean, you see, I'm in the backlog. Like, like some of these films need to be done now. Yesterday, right? Like 5 minutes ago. Like, there is no time to apply 10 like grades to it. No, LUT and next clip.
Yeah, and keep it pushing. But no, on a real note, I do think that I want to see what they do. I also wonder, because I feel like Sony used to do this a lot. They used to hear Canon was dropping something, and then just out of nowhere, Sony would be like, "Well, we got something too."
How many days are there in a year? 356.
365, my boy.
365,
my guy.
Look,
365.
He dies for 10 of them.
and they straight up drop on the same day.
I wonder if there's something about like it's tax season, it's NAB season. This like, hey, this is the day that
but still the same day?
Hey, it's happened multiple times.
Oh, for sure.
There's some like they got really smart people working. They're like, all right, if we drop on this day, this is when people are gonna buy. They're gonna show up to NAB, they're gonna get excited, news press run, the whole 9. And they're like, yeah, it just happens to be on the same day.
Whose fan base out of Canon and Sony is stronger?
That's the poll.
Okay.
Because if you ask me from a marketing standpoint, I think Sony owns
like iron
owns the market for videography. So when it comes to like camera releases, I think everyone's
Can we
gun heavy for Sony.
So let's just do just those two, because I do think, I mean, obviously we got Canon fan people in the chat. Sony gang is in the chat.
So whose fan base is stronger?
Is stronger. And I think everybody can actually vote on this, because whether you shoot Sony or not,
Who's more annoying?
yes. Who's more? That's basically where we're going.
You know the fans when you hear them, when you see them online, you see the videos. Whose fan base is stronger?
I'm going to answer for you because we already sell more.
We didn't say who sells more.
We sell more.
Fan base.
No. I understand, but we sell more. There's more of us.
You may be more. No.
They hate us.
I don't
because
see
they
that, though.
hate us.
Oh my!
They hate
I'm just saying. I'm gonna drop it. They gonna lie, but I'm just telling you.
Sony, hands down. It's Sony.
No. Because they have. Oh gosh, I'm about to.
Yes, it is. It is exactly why.
I'm gonna say it because
exactly
they have
a camera every 5 days.
Their marketing strategy has been gold.
That's a nice way to put it.
That is.
I know
I was literally.
I know what you're gonna do.
About to
move forward.
lose.
Just move.
My
Just
mind.
go for it.
Sony,
I want to hear
No.
it.
Sony, I mean this
I
in a
wanna hear it.
genuine way, Sony. I would love to work with you one day.
No, look,
but I was about to be disrespectful.
No, look. I think what Jarrell is getting to, I'll just say it straight up. I'll say it so that way you know where the line is.
I'm still trying to get that invite to what was it? Condo.
Yeah.
Text me.
This man's
Text
in.
me. I'll say it.
This man's in.
I don't know. After this stream, I might
I
not be
don't
going.
care. I
nowhere.
don't care about Condo. Text me. I'll say it. I'll say it on the stream.
No. What he's saying is that like Sony has obviously it's no like surprise. Get on YouTube on what is it, the 23rd, and if this camera has been in the hands of creators, you will know because all the videos will drop simultaneously. Sony definitely is louder on YouTube than anywhere else.
Them Sony
For
trucks.
sure.
Them Sony trucks.
I don't know if they backing up money trucks or giving out cameras, because I've only been a part of one launch, and that was it, FX3, and I did not get to keep the camera. But what I can say is that, to your point, Sony, you might say that Canon sells more, which is true. That is a fact. Look at the numbers.
Facts.
Canon sells more. But I don't think that everybody who buys a Canon is a fan of Canon. It's just what was positioned to them when they went to
At
Best
Walmart.
Buy.
Like he
Or
has
Walmart.
all the
Or
RF
Target.
glass, so why would he go Canon?
It's
or
like
Nike,
it's
or
like
Sony?
like for real. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I own a lot of Canon cameras. I would not consider myself a Canon like fan. They had a product that
Let me get the
solved a
mouse.
problem. No,
Let me get him out.
no. What are you doing? Who?
Throw it, Brandon.
What did Brandon say?
The other Brandon.
What did he say?
On
Bro, it's on
point.
point. I got it. Look, I think that Canon sells more units because they do solve a problem and they're easy.
Yeah.
But I don't think that everybody who buys a Canon is necessarily a fan of Canon. They're just buying it to solve that problem. And the Best Buy, Walmart, Target employee said that's the product that they should buy.
Yep.
They didn't want to think about it, so they bought it. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free, and you're not going to want to miss any other content we have on this channel. And if you did not enjoy this video, you probably shoot Sony. So that's all I'm going to say.